Hello again, guys. Welcome back, and thank you for subscribing. Now, Robert Jenrick, a British Tory politician, is getting a lot of flack for simply telling the truth. And telling the truth in Keir Starmer's Britain is indeed a revolutionary act. No, it wasn't George Orwell who wrote that in 1984 or anywhere. It's actually come from a book called Partners in Ecocide, Australia's Complicity in the Uranium Cartel by Venturini. So Robert Jenrick is a member of the Tory party, and the Tory party are quite literally toast. They've just had a party conference that was the lowest attended ever. They've got more Tory councillors deflecting to the Reform Party by the day than there are illegal migrants crossing the Channel. I know that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get my meaning. Which is, in turn, turning the Reform Party into the new Tory party, but that's another video for another time. But if the Tories have any chance of just simply surviving, then they'll have to make this guy their leader, Robert Jenrick, because Kemi Badenoch is just useless, isn't she? She's just endorsed a Tory party chocolate bar, and as you can see here, they can't even spell Britain correctly. So if they can't spell Britain correctly, how the hell can they hope to govern it? Now, Robert Jenrick is getting a lot of flack for, like I said earlier, telling the truth, and he was talking about an area of Birmingham called Handsworth, and I was there at the weekend, by the way, and I can completely confirm this. I can remember being driven down at the weekend, and Birmingham is simply a rubbish-strewn shithole. I'm sorry if you live in Birmingham, you love the place, but it's not a good look. It looks terrible. It looks horrible. Apart from a stretch of road on Solihull, which had Union and George Cross flags hanging from every lamppost. That was good to see. That gladdened my heart. It really did. And this hoo-ha regarding Robert Jenrick is his speech, where he said he described a 90-minute visit to Handsworth as appalling and slum-like, saying he, and I quote, didn't see another white face, end quote, and it wasn't the country he wanted to live in. And he linked it to poor integration. Now, he is correct. And the fact that he's doubled down and refused to apologise despite the left-wing mainstream media really ripping into him means he's got a bit of a backbone, and I like that. But driving through Birmingham, Handsworth on the weekend, we noticed exactly the same thing. Multiculturalism and diversity. It's a social experiment started by Tony Blair and the New Labour Party back in the late 90s when they were elected. And believe you me when I tell you, people really had no idea of what the hell they were voting in back then, the damage that guy and his party would inflict on this country. But he opened the borders, let the floodgates swing open, and he did it to piss off the Tories and the right-wingers in this country. I mean, good Lord, talk about being vindictive, destructively vindictive. And it's okay, by the way, to openly speak and suggest that you don't want your demographic to become a minority in the near future. It doesn't mean that you want or hope to see another demographic completely destroyed or wish them harm. It's a tribal thing. And this massive change in our society, it was undemocratic. We were never asked. It should not be controversial to want a country to reflect its people. You've got the mainstream media on his back, you've got fellow politicians on his back, but it's refreshing to see an MP stand his ground on this issue. It really is. He even completely ignored left-wing journalist or activist Emily Maitlis 5 times when she approached him on this issue. And, you know, it's what she deserves, I think. You don't talk to these people because they twist your words for their own narrative. Now, if he was a member of the Labour Party or the Green Party, any other party, then they'd have taken the whip off him, suspended him and kicked him out of the party. But it is refreshing to see Kemi Badenoch back him on this. And, well, she dare not, because her party's on the ropes. They know which way the wind's blowing. The wind's blowing towards reform, and they're trying to catch a gust of that surging popularity, but it's not going to work. Too little, too late. They had 14 years and more to fix all this, and they did nout. So there we go. Robert Jenrick, he spoke an awkward truth, but he hasn't apologised and instead has doubled down. Good for him. I certainly hope to see more of this from our politicians. Anyway, there we go. That's the latest. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments, whether you agree or don't agree. And I'll catch you at my next one. Have a great day, and Roger Trout.